so this is a gentle restorative yoga practice to help us let go of tension in our spine with a bit of focus on our neck and shoulders and upper back, but we'll get a nice spinal release all the way down our spine. So we're going to start by folding a few blankets. Take one of your blankets or towels if you're substituting and open that up to half the size and shape of your yoga mat. It is a helpful starting size and shape. So we're going to fold this blanket or towel until it's a quarter of the size and shape of your yoga mat, so short edge to short edge, and then fold it again so it's an eighth the size of your yoga mat, now from long edge to long edge. And you should have a long, skinny, rectangular fold that's about the width of your yoga mat, like so. All right, now we're going to do that with both of your additional blankets or towels. So all three of your blankets should end up being folded in that skinny, rectangular, folded shape. So starting from half the size of your yoga mat to a quarter the size to an eighth the size. And once you have all three of those blankets folded up, we're going to use two of them to get started. So we're going to start in a little chest opener here. One of your skinny blanket folds is going to support your upper back and shoulder blades, and the other one will potentially support your head, although you might not need that one, but let's put it in place. So you should separate these two blankets by about 6 to 8 inches. So there's space in between. Just flip that over in case you can't see. And then we're going to take our yoga bolster behind our legs and set yourself up now so that as you recline, your upper back is on the first blanket. Your head starts out on the second blanket, and try to get your shoulders right in that space between the two blankets. So it's going to be part of your upper back and part of your mid back supported by your first rectangular blanket fold. You're going to try to let your shoulders drop off. Take your arms out like an airplane if you can. Palms face the ceiling. Your head now is supported by a second blanket, but if you want to drop your head back a little farther, you'll get just a mildly deeper chest opener. You could consider taking your head down to the floor. Alternately, if you feel like you're uncomfortable with even just one blanket under your head, you could add your second blanket under your head and prop your head up even higher. All right, so what we should end up with is a pretty gentle chest opener, but as always, as we practice chest openers or back bends, if you are sensitive in your back, take it down. Even if you need to be flat on the ground with your arms out wide, you'll still get some opening across your chest. Now settle in, take a really deep breath in through your nose, and a slow, deep breath back out through your nose. So do that again, an even deeper breath in, and an even deeper breath out. So as you keep breathing, I'm going to start us with a mantra today. A mantra is something you remind yourself over and over until it sinks in. This mantra starts with, I am adaptable. And it ends with, but adapting takes time. Okay, so as you inhale this next time, say to yourself, I am adaptable. And as you exhale, remind yourself, adapting takes time. Try that again. Inhale, I am adaptable. Exhale, adapting takes time. You may have heard quite a few stories in the news lately as we've been dealing with this global pandemic, reminding you that you must adapt, you must change, you must stay at home, you must alter your routine, You must wear a face mask when you go out in public. So many adaptations that are being thrown at us. And it can be frustrating, it can be overwhelming, can be annoying. What I'm reminding myself right now is that because there are so many changes going on in the world that are affecting my life, I'm trying not to pile on more pressure on myself. One baby step at a time, one breath at a time, one adaptation at a time. Leo Tolstoy, the great Russian author, he wrote, "The two most powerful warriors are patience and time." And gentle restorative yoga teaches us, especially as we spend a little bit of time in a pose like this, a chest opener. Notice what starts to happen. Start to relax more deeply in your upper back. Let your chest really open up deeply as you inhale, but relax across your chest and inner shoulders, inner arms as you exhale. Especially as you exhale, let the backs of your arms drop into the floor. Let your inner shoulders sink toward your outer shoulders drop back toward the floor. Relax your neck and throat. Notice how this chest opener feels all along your spine. Relax the back of your pelvis into the floor. Relax your legs over your bolster. A few more slow, deep breaths like that. The slower you breathe, the more your body will adapt to what we're asking from it in this yoga practice, which is stretching out in your chest and shoulders and along your spine, and gradually letting go of tension. It doesn't happen all at once. That's where patience and time become important. Now, with about 2 or 3 more breaths, here even deeper as you inhale, even deeper as you exhale. Notice how much space there is inside your lungs, especially the front of your lungs in this pose, sides of your lungs as well. Relax, relax, relax as you exhale. Last slow, deep exhalation like that. And then bring your arms down a little bit. Bend your knees. You can put your feet on your pillow or bolster. Roll yourself slowly, languidly to one side and push yourself up with your arms. Come on up to a seat. We're going to sit for just a little bit, so you could pile up some pillows underneath you. You could sit up on a blanket or a couple of blankets. Lots of different ways to sit on the floor. You could stretch your legs straight out. You could sit with crossed legs. You could take your legs out wide, whatever feels most comfortable. You're at home, you could stand up, you could sit in a chair. Find whatever strap-like object you have. We're going to do a little alignment for our neck. Take your strap or your strap-like object behind the base of your skull. If you're not sure where that is, use your fingers and feel the bony knobs right at the bottom of the back of your head before the flesh of your neck begins. And that's what we're aiming for. Those are your occipital bones. Take your strap and hook it around your occipital bones. Now, pull your chin in, push your head back into the strap. You can slide your hands forward and up a little bit as needed. You want your hands a little bit higher than your head. Drop your shoulders down. Now take a really deep breath in and push a little bit more firmly. You're trying to glide your skull back a little bit over your top vertebrae, the very top vertebrae of your neck. As you exhale, relax your hips and thighs a little bit. Notice what's happening as you push your head back into your strap. You should be sitting up a little taller. The back of your neck should feel a little bit longer. Your chest just the tiniest bit lifted. And you're engaging the muscles in your throat to make that happen. Some deep core muscles for your neck. Take another deep breath all the way in, all the way, all the way, all the way in. And as you exhale, relax, set your strap down. Good. Now, create that same sensation gently by pulling your chin in a little bit. Feel how your breastbone lifts up when you do that. You can drop your hands anywhere you like now. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, rotate your chin to your right. Look over your right shoulder. And come back slowly to center. And exhale, rotate your chin to your left. Look over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Good, we're going to do that a couple of times. Exhale, chin to your right. Feel the left side of your neck and throat opening up. Back to center. Rotate your chin to the left. Feel the right side of your neck and throat opening up. Back to center. Remind yourself to pull your chin in the way we did with our strap. Do it again. Exhale, chin to the right. Feel the contraction on the right side of your neck, opening on the left. Come back to center. Take a breath in and exhale. Chin to the left. Feel the contraction on your left side, the opening on the right side. Come back to center, inhale, and now we're going to do that again, but with a spinal twist to the right. So take your hands, left hand to your outer right thigh if you can get it there, right hand behind you. Turn your chin back though at the same time. This twist should feel gentle, drop your shoulders and breathe deeply while you're here. But notice, again, the right side of your neck, contracting just a little bit, left side of your neck and throat, down through your collarbone, opening up. Feel that whole right side of your body gently squeezing to help you twist, which will start to open up the left side just a little bit. Notice if your head starts to droop forward, pull your chin in again, drop your shoulder blades down, and try to stack your head right over your shoulders, shoulders right over your hips. Let's take one more slow, deep breath like that. As deep as you can, all the way in, all the way out. And then unwind yourself. Turn back to center and take a few alternate shoulder rolls, one shoulder at a time. Rolls up and back and down. Good. Moving a little bit of blood flow through the muscles in our neck and shoulders. Change the direction. I find that being at home more makes this part of my body a lot more tense than normal. Some of that's stress, drop your shoulders. Some of it's sitting a little bit more than usual. If you can, change the cross of your legs. And then take a deep breath in, pull your chin in a little bit. Exhale, twist to your left, turn your chin gently to your left shoulder. Feel the left side of your neck tighten a little bit, right side opening up. Feel the left side of your ribs pulling back, your right side ribs just gently moving forward. Use your arms for support, but don't push yourself like you're torquing yourself into the twist. Let it be gentle and breathe deeply. Try to expand as you inhale and empty all the way out as you exhale. Notice the position of your head. Even as you turn your chin to the left, can you pull your chin in just a little bit? And keep your spine really long and stacked. Feel your breath rising and falling. Remind yourself, I am adaptable, but adapting takes time. And let's take another slow, deep breath like that, all the way in, all the way out. And then come back to center and one more round of alternate shoulder rolls. Good. And change the direction. Good. All right, this next one is a little weird. It's a belly down eagle pose. You need to take your bolster or pillow to one edge of your mat. That's going to be the back edge of your mat. Your feet are going to go onto that as we come down onto our bellies. So you can come to hands and knees and grab one of your skinny blanket folds. You're going to take that across your mat, not quite halfway, a little bit further away from your bolster than that. And another skinny blanket fold all the way at the opposite edge of your mat from the bolster or pillow. So bolster or pillow on one side, skinny blanket fold in the middle, and another at the top. Your additional blanket, have it handy, because as we come down to this, depending on your body's size and shape, you may want to add another blanket either to the blanket in the middle or the blanket at the top. You'll see what I mean. Now, as we come into this, just try this with me. Cross your right arm over your left arm and reach your fingertips in opposite directions. So your left hand toward the right, your right hand toward the left. Now relax, take a breath in, and try it on the other side. Left arm crosses over the right, reach your fingertips in opposite directions. Good, drop your arms down. So that's what we're going to do on our bellies. You can watch for a moment as you need to. So I'm going to lower down and position my front ribs on one blanket. This blanket at the very edge of the mat is going to be for my forehead, and you can add a blanket anywhere you need. Now I'm going to cross my right arm over my left arm. Bow my head down. I have to scooch around a little bit and get settled. Shin bones on my bolster. And then I'm using the pressure of the floor to try to help me stretch my upper back and outer arms and shoulders open. If you can't get your arms crossed in front of you, try propping another blanket underneath your front ribs. If your head won't come down to just one blanket, try another blanket under your forehead. Now, as awkward as it is, remind yourself, I am adaptable. Adapting takes time. Try to let a little bit of time pass here. Most yoga is awkward and weird. And that's partly where we find transformation, is in that awkwardness, in finding ourselves in positions we're unused to. Because this is such a weird one, we're only going to spend about 3 more breaths here on this side. So breathe really deeply, especially into your upper back, your chest, your outer arms and shoulders. Try to expand as you inhale and relax, relax as you exhale. Almost there for this round. And one more. Now lift your head a little bit, scooch your arms until they're on the proper side, and push yourself up to sit. Up to sit. Alright, find a seat for a moment. So you can again sit like you were sitting a moment ago. You can sit with crossed legs. You could, if you have a yoga block, sit in hero's pose. Okay, find a way to sit. Good. And then take your arms by your sides. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Arms move straight back behind you. Exhale and relax. Pull your chin in a little bit and do it again. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale and relax. Good. Try it again. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder. Don't let your chin jut forward. Keep your chin pulling in a little bit. Exhale, relax. 2 more like that. Inhale, arms move back, chin pulls in, chest opens up. Exhale, relax. And 1 more round. Inhale, squeeze. Good. Exhale, relax. Take 3 symmetrical shoulder rolls. And then we're going to do that second side, prone eagle. Do another round. Now change the direction and 3 shoulder rolls in the opposite direction. All right, let's come back onto hands and knees. Get your blanket set up. So shin bones on your bolster. Lower down, front ribs on one blanket, or add a second if you need to. Before you lower your head, cross your left arm above your right arm. Your arms should be crossed in front of your breastbone, ideally. And then wiggle your arms in opposite directions. Left fingertips to the right, right fingertips to the left. Rest your head down. And start to breathe there. Breathe really deeply. And embrace the awkwardness. See what happens. Some yoga poses can be so transformative. We just are amazed at how we feel when we come out the other side. Others less so. Every pose is different. Every body is different. But see what there is to see about this pose, what there is to feel. You may get a nice big stretch in your outer arms and shoulders. That's primarily where I feel this. Might be more in your upper back. Even if you can't get your arms to cross very far in front of you, try to relax your pelvis down and your thighs. You're in a tiny little baby lower back bend. And breathe really deeply, closing in on those last couple of breaths here. Relax your neck as much as you can. Good. And last one now, as deep as you can, all the way in. And all the way out. Lift your head a little bit, scoot your arms back to their proper sides, and press yourself up to sit again. Now, once again, find as comfortable a seat as you can here. Can be any comfortable seat. Hero's pose on the block. Could be crossed legs on your bolster, pillow, or blankets. Could be any other variation. Good. Once you're there, arms start by your sides. Inhale, take your arms up overhead. Bend your right elbow, grab hold just for a moment with your left hand. Now, chin in. If you can, nudge that elbow back, but don't force. Your elbow may need to be out in front of you. Take a breath in. We're going to move this as a flow. Exhale, bring your arms slowly down and squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you again. Inhale, arms up, bend your left elbow, grab hold with your right hand. Pull your chin in, drop your tailbone a little bit. If that elbow needs to be forward, leave it forward. If it can move back and get a deeper stretch, move back. Take a breath in. Here comes our flow. Exhale, arms come down, squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you. Let's try it now, one arm at a time. Inhale, arms up, bend your right elbow, grab hold with your left hand, pull your chin in, lift your breastbone. Exhale, bring your arms down, squeeze your shoulder blades back. And inhale, you can be taking extra breaths if you need to, it's no big deal. Chin in. Exhale. Arms come down, squeeze your shoulder blades back. Let's try a couple more rounds. Inhale. Right elbow pulls back and exhale. Bring it down, squeeze your shoulder blades. And inhale. Left elbow, chin in. Exhale. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Now this time we're going to hold just for 30 seconds. So arms come up, right elbow bends, grab hold with your left hand. Squeeze in a little bit and breathe. Relax your shoulders down. Relax your sit bones down. That's your hip bones. Relax them down. Trying to open up your right side armpit, your upper arm. Breathe deeply while you're here. Try to avoid letting your chin jut forward. Draw it in just a little bit. We're almost there. Got about one more breath. Good. And bring it down. Now we change sides. Arms come up. Bend your left elbow. Grab hold with your right hand. Pull your chin in a little bit. Start to breathe. Drop your shoulders. Drop your sit bones. Your throat should be engaging a little bit to help keep your head gliding back a little bit. But then relax your neck as much as you can without losing that support. Most important thing is your breath. Good, almost there. Last breath like that, as deep as you can, all the way in. And exhale, let's bring it down. Good, coming onto our back. So if you've been waiting for that moment, here it comes. All right, so as we come down onto our backs, Let's give ourselves either a neck roll or a pillow. You could use one of your folded blankets or towels as it is. I like to roll mine a little differently as a neck roll, so you can set yourself up with whatever you think you need so that you can lie back on your mat. Alright, so a neck roll or pillow in place, and then have your yoga strap within reach. Now before we come down, take your bolster or pillow to the left side of you, onto the floor next to you, and pile up your additional blankets on top of that bolster or pillow. So we may not use all of them, but now they're there in case you want them. All right, now we're coming onto our backs with your strap in hand. Come on down. Adjust your neck over your neck roll. So this last little bit of work that we do is for your lower spine primarily, but we'll get a little bit more into our chest with our last pose. Okay, so this next one, really big relief for your lower back. So first, pick your right foot up. Both knees are bent. Pick your right foot up. Grab your right shin with your hands or your knee and gently pull your right knee in toward you. It's a simple, single wind relieving pose. Okay. Nice release for your lower back. Feel your lower back on the right side especially growing longer, sinking into the floor. Now, from there we're going to turn this into a half happy baby if we can. So, option one, put your strap now up over the ball of your right foot and hold that strap in both hands, point the sole of your right foot up toward the ceiling, but keep your right knee bent and gently pull down on your foot and try to gently draw your knee a little bit toward the floor just to the right side of your rib cage. Option three, if you can easily reach your foot, then you might not need your strap. You can use your right hand, reach up for your right foot, but the strap is there. Use it if it's helpful. Now, focus on breathing. Relax your lower back. You may get a hamstring stretch here. You can deepen that hamstring stretch by just ever so slightly straightening your right leg just until you get a little bit more stretch for the back of that right leg. But this pose is primarily for elongating our lower back. Hamstring tension really puts a lot of strain on our low back. So that's the ultimate goal here. Be patient. As you inhale, I'm adaptable, even in this half happy baby, but adapting takes time. Let's take 2 more breaths here if we can. Deep, deep, deep breath in, all the way out. And last one, a deep breath in. And as you exhale now, let go of your strap or foot. Set that right foot down and straighten both legs out on your mat for a moment and flop your legs a little bit side to side. Little windshield wiper, toes turning to the right and left, knees turning to the right and left. Good. Now, from there, keep your left leg straight, but bend your right knee again. Set your right foot down for a moment and shift your hips an inch or two to the right side of your mat. So now we're going to spinal twist and use that pillow or bolster piled up with blankets. So pick your right foot up, roll to your outer right hip, and put your right knee or right shin on your pile of stuff, pillow, bolster, blankets. Now from there you might start to take some of those blankets off the pile. What we're going to do is twist open to the right arm reaching to the right. So your right knee, right shin, right foot if you can, all supported over on the left side of you with your bolster or pillow. You might not need quite so much height, so you can leave as much height under there as feels good, or you can drop down a little bit lower. You might not need 2 blankets or even 1 blanket on top of your bolster or pillow. All right, right outer hip, opening up a little bit, but again, right inner chest and shoulder opening up as well. So getting a nice spinal release for your whole spine. From your pelvis up through your neck, turn your chin a little bit to the right. Try to let your right shoulder drop down as much as you can. Relax your right arm as much as you can toward the floor. Breathe for a moment. Notice if you're tensing up unnecessarily. Encourage yourself here to let go of unnecessary tension. In this spinal twist, take a breath in and remind yourself, I'm adaptable, but adapting takes time. Even without all of the changes in the world occurring because of COVID-19, even in a simple yoga pose, you may feel like you're not adaptable. You may feel like you're not flexible enough. You may feel like you're too stiff or too this or too that. But adapting takes time and patience. The more you show up on your yoga mat, the more you will transform. Roll back onto your back really slowly now. Gently, gently. Shift your hips back to center. Pick your feet up and hug your knees in. Rock a little bit side to side. All right, we're heading into our last two poses here before our final relaxation. So take a moment to rock yourself up as you need to and move your bolster or pillow piled up with blankets over to the right side of you. And have your strap in hand. And then when you're ready, you're on your back. Adjust your neck over your neck roll or head on your pillow. And with bent knees, pick your left foot up. First, just hug that knee in for a moment. Hug your knee in just for a moment, just to feel your left side lower back lengthening into the floor. Now you could certainly stay like that, or send your strap now over the ball of your left foot, and we head into half happy baby. Point the sole of your left foot up toward the ceiling, but keep your knee bent, if possible deeply bent, although don't strain. Pull down with your strap. Widen your left knee to the left a little bit wider, or everybody's hips are shaped differently. So it might be an inch wider, it might be 5 inches wider than your left hip. And you can certainly, if you can easily reach your foot, forgo the strap and reach up with your left hand to hold that left foot. Now relax your lower back especially. Breathe here. Take some effort to hold that foot in place, but relax your arms and shoulders as much as you can. Deep, slow inhalations and exhalations. You might start to just a tiny bit straighten that left leg a little bit more, but keep pulling down just gently on your foot with your hand or strap. Keep that left knee at least a little bit bent. Opening up your left side hamstrings. We're almost there. Last 2 breaths. Almost there. Stick with it. Adapting takes time. Last one. And when you get done, slowly let go. Set your left foot down, straighten both legs out on your mat, and flop them a little bit side to side. Good. Now bend your left knee. Put your left foot flat on the ground. Shift your hips a little bit to the left, an inch or 2. Pick your left foot up. Grab your knee, roll to your outer right hip, and guide your left knee and lower leg and foot onto your bolster or your set of blankets piled up on your bolster or pillow. Now we spinal twist. Left arm reaches out to the left, palm toward the ceiling. If you can, turn your chin to your left without any strain for your neck, do that, but don't worry if your head is comfortable or your neck is more comfortable in a different position. Now, adjust what you are supporting that left knee with if you need to by adding more height or taking height away. The lower your left knee drops down over to the right side of you, the deeper the spinal twist, the deeper the opening for your outer left hip and your inner left shoulder. So adjust yourself as you need to. Now all you need to do is breathe and do your best to relax. Deep and slow as you can. Inhale all the way in. As you exhale, relax all along your spine, from your tailbone up to the base of your skull, your occipital bones, the back of your head. Relax your lower back, mid back, your upper back and neck. Last two like that, as deep as you can. And last one. And now gently, slowly rock back onto your back. Shift your hips to center, pick your feet up, hug your knees in, rock a little side to side. And we're going to get set up for our final relaxation. When you are ready, take your pillow or bolster behind your legs. And then add any other props you need to be comfortable and warm. Cover up if you like. You can cover your eyes or turn off some lights around you. Stretch your legs out over your bolster or pillow. Make sure your head and your neck are supported so that you can relax as completely as possible. And stretch your arms down and out a little bit, like a rag doll or a gingerbread man. Turn your palms to face the ceiling. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears if you need to. Lengthen your tailbone if you need to, toward your heels. And close your eyes. And bring your attention to your breath. Now, without excessively controlling your breath, just observe it, rising and falling in your body. Notice the support of the floor underneath you. Let yourself rest back into that support. As you breathe now, feel your body relaxing. Start by relaxing your feet and your toes. Relax your legs as they're stretched out over your pillow or bolster. Relax your pelvis. Let the back of your pelvis sink back against your mat. Relax your outer hips. Relax your hip creases. Deeply inside the front of your pelvis, feel your hips rising and falling. A little easier to feel your belly rising and falling, but see if you can feel deeper in your belly, down in the front of your pelvis, your breath slowly, steadily rising and falling. And especially as you exhale, relax your hips, relax your belly. Feel your chest and rib cage rising and falling, relaxing as you exhale. Feel the curves of your spine relaxing. Relax the inward curve of your lower back toward the mat. Relax your mid back, your upper back. Relax the inward curve at the back of your neck. Relax your shoulders and your arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax the base of your skull. Encourage your mind to relax along with your body. If you notice your thoughts wandering, bring them back to your breath, to the feeling of your body here in this moment on your mat, supported by your props. And now take a deep, slow breath in through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. And gently start to wake yourself up. Fingers and toes first. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Move your hands and feet a little bit. Move your wrists and your ankles a little bit. Stretch your arms overhead. Straighten your legs a little straighter. Take a deep breath in and stretch out. Out through your mouth. Bring your arms down by your sides. Bend your knees slowly. When you're ready, roll to one side and pause there for one more moment. Take a deep breath in and an easy breath out. And use the strength of your arms to press yourself up to a seat from there. Once you make it up to sit, take a moment and inhale, stretch your arms out wide. And exhale, hands to your heart. Namaste.